adwene apomuden ho nsɛm na media minim sɛ I've been blessed saa na minim sɛ mo nyinaa so no obi anya bibi a ɛbɛboa no this day forth ɛfa adwene mu apomuden yɛbɛsena atoa so na sɛdeɛ ɔkaayɛ no ɛfiri nnura ne nnɛ no nwumere sɛdeɛ wɔka no focus no bɛyɛ yɛn nkɔdaa no because nkɔdaa so tumi nya bi na you'll be surprised nti mennom na duane no ho nkwa nkɔdaa as young as 4 years old ɛwɔ mental problems too nti no mefi sɛ yɛbɛnya ho mfasoɔ saa bere no yɛnkyɛre ho nwumere yɛbɛyɛ akɔpem about 6:30 na best person no atoa so nti menim sɛ questions na mowɔ no nyinaa monyɛ no ready na obi anya kwan misa deɛ yɛasua previously deɛ yɛbɛsua na nwumere wɔ question bi a na asɛm bisa na mmoa bi a na agya wode aba ɛnyɛ yisa bi a yɛbɛtumi ansa mo questions ni nyinaa na mefi sɛ ɔyɛ willing sɛ yɛbi a wɔ feel good services and so yɛ ne mfa ne sɛ ne ministry a ɔne afoforo bi ɛka no ho ɛyɛ nti no mobɛtumi afrɛ mobɛtumi akɔ no site na makɔ akɔhwɛ mobɔ mpayɛ ma no so no sa wonya nyame ka okoma sɛ bi afa financial yi kakra papia wo mu a wo kɔ Ghana last December me hunu sɛ wo mu yɛ program kɛseɛ paa wɔ Ghana nti no moma yɛn ta na kyiri mmɔ mpayɛ na kakra yɛbɛtimi no mpae bom sikasɛm mu momfa ɛnyɛ ɛmfa support no nti saa bere ansa ne yɛbɛhyɛ aseɛ no mesrɛ yenua yɛmba Mr. Emmanuel Frimpong oduro Frimpong na ɔde mpaebɔ adi anim owie a ɛne ambɛteɛ no ɛyɛ yɛn Dr. Feelgood umeyɛ mpaeɛ
There was a Japan therefore when we saw Pano Bambo. There was so many in your chefa or Homidagon Quimo. I nothing counting. Sabre, my dear Edward Social, sir. It was one summer and the my and may have a twasso. The jai of for Dr. Feelgood, no show, sir. The show said in the dear man, and nay, what you might walk fast or the bois or mano on a day. Nyansa won't find a man could drive here. And so I bet so the source of my comapa. My adjumu tea and my Nyansa in Mua, and so I bet you know, Bettias and the Juma. When home buying this shrine, a real cost in the source a pantra and penny for the mino, by any so na Yanria Yankwa. Can home at the same this shrine, whatever is the Christo de Monte. Amen.
Amen. Yo, ejiri for yourself, Shebio, Mabunina, Aquabio. Me sex and as a sacker cranes, and as me a bit uncomfortable. Panaba Pami me if you see honor. I'm trying to adjust to a new environment. You know, so what's a movie, no man, not the if you don't know. But over community near I don't have a choice. Na answer na yebeko ene de ankasa no so no we de na enka ho de but very important e ka besi de yeba beka so yeba beka ho asemi so na enwuma ma eme to ye no wo ze na beka se tama obusa ye na eno na medwe ho. I have a story to that enwum no na me beka de briefly na for the to aso ebra na misua no e wo danso ma ho no ma na me auntie comfort mo nim mama Jane New York no ne mama na ono na oye ye Sabbath school teacher na ebane se ye kwa di children's day ana ye so ye teach children's kwa na ekra no yakoto nyo ana me so me de efi be nya na de fika che se me nenye enti no me de follow de me jitu me nenye enti no ye pomo bukwa koto duma me nka ho ana anti comfort ye say enye sa dia me conduct And I say, ah, Nama, obi odi nyum to so etimi conduct. And I say, okay, but the 442, let me name the crowd. Let me say numbers ka nyum. It was 442 say because you adva ko say na menja de sa ko si e betu bewie. Na onim me ka ba be see a personality disorder so. Ebra menyi na na e de hye me so onenye di nyina no. Na emade ye den say I will even stand in front of a group, any group at all, a maximum of 3. That was my maximum. Ebro me ansa me na kukumba wo so said you be gina ho bomb no. I had that fear because I've always been told they say I'm not good at singing. And therefore, I even interpreted as being in front of public, period. Because I said, every year, you say, okay, you may join a singing band, or na, or the beat me from Kakra. Now, me call you, the vigil to my sister, which I know that the Pacha woman was here, Cratchel said, you know. If you are was what is it to you are there, if you know. And so, make a quack was say, you may be one ma, say, you're more fresh, sir. Yen share the where you see a reproach of ye. Acquire a faso come when you be being ya, acquire a faso a cano. Need no it me affected their self-esteem and then the way they build growing up. As I said, in the sense then, Yamian Ukraine, few years ago, about 10 years ago or so, and Sana youth for other room, marching and drilling, no Kakana, meet me about public Kakra. International John them make Cassasia, or any very so boy, there's not of a Cassa, but it's far from the truth. Omo wouldn't me from Crabble there. If they see me doing this, they always marvel say, ah, 1 pound only. But then you meet me a binono. And you know, that is that. But with that, you know, it can come with avoidant personality disorder. And avoidant personality disorder is or avoiding a situation for the lack of approval, right? And you know, say me ye never can say, oh, Philip, wash you no. Say me kwa kasa never can say, hey, wano fom. Ne be kasa never can say me hro so dear. And ye na me ye cry. And as I say, me ye na me ye no be bet siam me wo ho no ntino. Then de me ye cry. Ntino say you want more free, you know. Now ye try a shape omo de egu omo no. We should be very mindful of the way ye beka omonim and as ye beka omase. Me nka say so abofra bi ye bibi na senya me enka, but mumie hu kwan a ye de befa so ye se be ya emma abofra no so enfeel say de oye ni nyina no en so ye ni. And then at the end, ye ba beka emofra ho asem and I say mental health disorders in kids. Now it is a very, very broad topic. You bet me I can bear 3-month series, right? Into the better try to condense it. And for that reason, into the may be a film. Now I more of youth for kakra because it ranges from birth to 3 to 13, no, 3 to 5, 6 to 13, 13 to 21. And me use PhD, the theory, you know, and I made this part of the presentation. We are going to check another one. Now, after that, we will get into questions, you know, I'm saying questions in the doors. Now, I might have to an hour and a half-ish here. I'm trying to maybe in time now, my questions and about more. All right, and you know, may skip up to 12 years if one. But me sure say, if your question be about that group, you know, and the way they act and why they do that. I who in the questions time now, you bet me as a faba. But then let's start from 13 and up. And let me quickly mention the stages. Say, we get to that one now, we know what we're talking about. Our PhD chair said there are 8 stages of human development, the whole human race in India. There's trust versus mistrust, right? And your autonomy versus shame and doubt, initiative versus guilt, industry versus inferiority, and identity versus identity confusion, intimacy versus isolation, and generosity versus stagnation, and then the last one here, integrity versus despair, right? And so these are all the stages. But as I said, from 13, which is identity versus role confusion, and I say identity confusion. And I start with this. And then Sabbath school, and then it talked about marriage. And I was able to do about 30 minutes with them and Sana may join them or no. Obi Busa the question said same-sex marriage. Now, how do we handle that situation? I want to say, that issue, it's never been scientifically proven. People have tried in the effort to make the wrong right, have tried to use so many means, including the theory said, oh, they are even born with the gene. But then to date, there's not been that proven science to say, yes, they are born with a gene. It's mostly environmentally influenced. The other thing also I say pay attention is this condition, this problem, used to be a mental health condition and was in the mental health books, right? Until recently now, their movement and all of that, and once again, the effort to change wrong to right and right to wrong, they have been able to take it off the ICD-10, but there are still traces of those diagnoses in the ICD-10, right? And that is the role confusion or the identity confusion part. But then there are certain things that I want us to also pay attention to. Now, when we talk about this group now, 13 to 21, and it's a wide group, men can't say will be already 21 and will be already 13 acting the same. No, it cannot be. But what it is, they say this group, they have main characteristics, and that's the main traits they tend to follow. So these individuals tend to find out that they are who they are versus what society sees them to be. And this age range, after they more identify that is when they're trying to find out to say, oh, Philip, right? This is my personality. And there's a difference between personality and behavior. And that's ubosu. And yes, yes, 7. Obana penipa and member 6 yet also. But you're very different. All from the same mother, same father. And Oba Webusu Muzuna etesa. Though I feel my member Papa, and that's even in Tafon, we are all very different. So this is the age group where we try to find out who we are, whether we are indeed that bubbly person, whether we are indeed that spiritual person, whether we are indeed that shy person, right? And in doing all of this, say identify who you are. Then it can lead to the role confusion or identity confusion, which leads to some of those, including the Medikaka. And sometimes they become rebellious as they don't want to fit in the status quo. And this is how your family expects you to be, right? And Esther said, this is how we expect you to be, and you don't want to be that. And they tend to rebel. And they are rebelling, is trying to say, this is not who I am. But what it is they are not communicating it well. Then there's that friction between the parents and the child, And this is very important to understand because when I handle, that is when we tend to lose them eventually. And we say after they do 14, 15, or say I can't wait to turn 18 to leave the house because they feel that their parents is always on their neck, and then the parents also feel that this child never listens to me and is getting on my nerves, right? And on this friction, I say this very loosely and very carefully. Say it is expected for these behaviors to be exhibited, but it is never okay. Say bebasa. It is said the electronic say so you can be an exception, right? And these characteristics of this group, yes, it is expected, but I'm not saying it is okay for you to rebel against your parents just because that is what is expected to be. Well, they also try to find out the agenda and sex preferences, and that is what I already alluded to. And then when stuck at one stage, then they suffer from identity diffusion and role confusion. And they say, me moving from Bako to the other, and I get stuck, I get confused. And the last time I did with a master guide class in Columbus, then somebody asked the question into me, no problem, just in case you're also asking yourself the same thing. Identity diffusion, NSA. So let me try to explain it this way. As I said, in the MMNCA, a be woman and a be woman, and I'm in a more fifi in terms of remember. Actually, in Granina, when I'm also for a more fifi. And say me identify who Philip really is. And this example, Mienu na di mechi no. Omo no ye pie baby sisi ape me pacho omo here introduction omo be introduce omo. And then they'll start mingling and start rolling and about the argument and stuff. They will engage you forever. Mienu no so ye di meni no so ye a bit more reserved and more, forward thinking and all of that. And to those menos, if I don't identify who I am and then also act as Philippa, then I get diffused over Junior Nepo versus Kofine Isaac, right? Which is Omo Mudi Meni no Omo Mudi Mechi. And so I try to be like we quite man person yes we yes and to them biano I diffuse over or I get even confused as to who I am as a person and try to live like somebody else. And this is when they also try to join courts and I say clerks, right? And it's partly also because of the peer pressure, but mainly because of trying to fit into the society, into the group, also try to fit into, and I say trying to identify themselves and then aligning with these groups, right? And then it also leads to personality disorders because, of course, we don't know who we are and we are not able to associate as such. Now, there's also intimacy versus isolation, which is 21 to 40. Honum na ndi omutisu odom na then said ne papa kan ne mama kan ohun de opa che ohun mretwam ye brezu de se ne ye no and all of that. Menka ohoni bebre. But then make kwakosi say these things can, if not managed well, can lead into personality disorders. And some of the personality disorders, there are 15 personality disorders plus, 15 plus personality disorders. And with the 15 plus, they are divided into 3 groups, right? Your cluster A, which include the schizoid, not schizophrenia, but the schizoid, delusion, paranoia, for and only I call it schizophrenia, and I'm explaining who a schizophrenic is. And but just for the sake of more joining, you may know, a schizophrenic is those that we will typically see on the streets and now say homeless, that population. Those are the case. Then it's also include the paranoia delusion, that's our group, or cluster A. Then it comes to cluster B. It's more of identity, borderline personality disorder, avoidant personality disorder, dependent personality disorder, and avoidant the medical kind with some minimum issue, right? And only avoidant. Dependent here, obia or dependent on somebody else for almost everything. And when these situations, that personality traits when that is not managed well, now you have a parent or pamper ne baby bra. The impediform can say washanitechuno, right? Or shanitechuna, then that child becomes dependent on the parent. Or depending on the parents to make every decision for him or her. Say bani say o kosko na bibia say ni dependence in age na ni nuapeni bi so a that nuapeni na be to see the school everything for him. And I say mbibia no ye dan obi, right? We are dependent on that person. And now this is the biggest problem. If the one that is involved, say me more dependent personality disorder. Me mama ne mempo before from. Mami Efia Deborah, right? So Mami Efia Deborah. Ubo said Mami Efia Deborah and also ewo codependency. Then she also enjoys from the fact to say me depending on her, and she also enjoys office of me depending on her. Therefore, we have that kind of relationship going on, but then it's never healthy for either one of us. And known as a BBNT, I was here mutatia. Then we crash. Our world crashes because you knew how to handle it. Borderline personality disorder. Almost splitting of for want of better word, I know say me but say your word be say bordermaniate, right? There's really they know what is going on. They are not out of touch with reality. They know what is going on. They can function and all of that. But then they are staff splitters, and I said the split people. And to a group of friends. Next, almost a big woman. Typically, what you find happening is almost or has no cancer. No, I say Auntie Janet, actually Auntie Gina. Now, for the what few Auntie Gina hold no, I call Auntie Janet also say no. Now, until the time they try favors from the people around them. And in doing so, no, was a no more. Sometimes, you know, but friend will be was between the parents, you know. Oh, mommy said, daddy said, my parents said. The use of just that word, and it doesn't mean that they have borderline personality disorder. But may try the actual identity. And you know what they try to do is split mommy and daddy because they want favor from either one of them, right, or both of them in that case. And you know that is how that also plays out. Omono and America said they tendency to hurt themselves, you know, very high because there are so many things that goes on. Their impulse control is very bad. And she said, BBC Nichima, then they do it. Cutting is number one thing that they do. And you know, as I mentioned, I said, draw say an area and a mechanic. So when you be no tie long sleeves, no trousers, you have to be mindful because they are trying to hide their scars, right? Especially when the weather is nice. And you know, we have that group also. And then quickly, let's jump to cluster C. Cluster C is anxiety related. And you know, Obama said they have a phobia. And we have so many forms of phobia, right? We have the claustrophobic, the fear of being in an enclosed space. We have the agoraphobic. We have the omodoso. Any fear that you have, that really dawns on you for so long, you know, becomes a phobia. And there's so many. Obama to be far bridges. So Obama also needles, all of them. And Sana, your OCD. Obsessive compulsive disorder. Until they have the obsession, which is the thoughts, and then they have the compulsion, which is the doing. And you know, you can be only obsessive compulsive disorder. Until they leave, they come back, and then they think they said they didn't turn off the stove. Back and forth is because the mind is like and also be some way. So obis are not net. That's a movie me item. You're careful, so we are because it has to be there. That perfectionist. No, we want more. So my OCD is kicking in. That is what it means. They want it that way. So it is a way making sure that it's If you also there so obsessive, say opie or tupunum. Hey, I'm saying to me, especially an adjo the fear of someone intruding into the house. And yeah, I'm saying to no asaba no about check it, no afro, no akosho, no asaba baby. Best have praise and pray now and enough, right? And you know, there is also that one. And you know, these personality disorders are all there. And when conditions like this, and I say situations like this, right? The stages in which they are, if it is not handled well, then they tend to have some of these. But there's this huge underlying problem: abuse. Abuse. When kids are abused now, when grown, they tend to have mental health issues. We talked about nature and nurture, genetics and environment. That part of environment, you know, affects them a lot. And you can abuse now. You know, you try, and I say Christopher, and I say in some circles, you know, we tend to put a blind eye on it. Say, oh, wait, yeah, and yeah, more. She said, yeah, Dr. Paul, Ariano. Memi en so chiniye en sie so en dwen say we en kanye na go for fufuro. The reason why I share this is me one video and put on my channel say on abuse. That was just the topic, abuse in childhood. Now no, there is this guy CC Kentucky, but before then no Accra. I know friend me no say Charlie Philip. I say my to mean canon wa boson. Because honestly he was the youth leader for the district. Also, Omoko Youth Camp be, and he did a blind study of the kids, you know, and then did a research on abuse that is going on. And it will surprise you to know, say, was sorry him, was fearing him, was bushing him, and a community name. Therefore, as parents, as leaders, let us be very mindful of the people that we bring around the kids. And let us also be very, very mindful. Say, Emfa yensem and I emfa yeso. We either directly involved and also say under our supervision. Abuse is huge, whether physical, emotional, sexual. And when I talked about guy in the case, you know, I was referring to sexual abuse, right? And you know, it is not just sexual abuse though. Physical abuse, emotional abuse, verbal abuse, and all of that. Very huge. Another big thing that also happens with kids from the age of 7, about 20 something, 21 thereabout, is their body, their self-esteem. I say it this way, say the sensitivity of people have changed. Uncle King's more pencil, and I said, academic doctor, a more crampo person, before I create woman. So, worriness or you ain't getting way to cacra, already a bush and also say a brandy, I don't share right? Because so you getting way to cacra, see, hey, why I come on? Because I should wash a share. But in this side of the country, like you want to make sure on your camera, Uncle can why do you move fine? And your bonny be now they can. But in this part of the world, no, yes, size 0 no agenda needs no. Body image is a huge thing. And addressing people, talking to people about how they look, we have to be very, very careful. Maybe I say 2009, October 3rd. Now, and check 2 months, and I'm my first fight to Chromasi. Maybe I could be having trouble. Now, the trouble they said, now for folk, and as I said earlier, it's very difficult for me to be friends, it's very difficult for me to mingle and all of that. But now folk and I was just appreciating the looks of someone. I'm so, oh, like also the word also not using here. Cultural issues, no. That was the beginning of my problem. And it took me some time to understand. Meaning, say we've been here for long, we know all of that. But I just want to reiterate the fact to say, yes, so can obi especially how they look at. You're very, very careful because one that one will dent the image of that individual forever. And once the self-esteem is tipped, it causes a whole lot of problems into the best. But there is nothing also wrong with having a thick body, be wrong with it. The only problem, they say, when it is due to mismanagement of diet, and now I say, and then we read another or Virginia, CC, no, Michigan. And then the birthday no post to her Instagram. And this is what she said. And I'm just going to paraphrase. And she said, though I'm so slim, people might think I'm healthy. But then you could tell within yourself, so say you are not healthy. Therefore, at this age, I'm planning to take on exercising and eating healthy and all of that, right? And I'm just trying to make a point to say, me more and just say me healthy. And as answer that so you're slow on so and just say you're healthy. And we just gotta be mindful of that. Now, in any case, you can't be a looks once a man. I say nipa by once a man. You're very, very careful about that one. A few other childhood conditions that I really want us to talk about. One, autism. Autism, a spectrum. And in mental health, when we talk about something being a spectrum, it means to say a shall see baby, na aqua baby, nina eka yarko na, right? And in the case autism spectrum, then we have the ones that they might have more difficulty with functioning. As it goes along, and also we have some too that are fully functional, like the Asperger's for they are very fully functional. And in between also, these are the lessons I want us to take about. Though they have that challenge, they have some special qualities. We tend to miss. And I'm making a point to say, you might have a mental health condition, but as I said earlier, it is not a death sentence. You have an advantage that you can use to your benefit and to the benefits of others. And benefits, back when they say people with mental health, autism, oh, sorry, my camera no article. I might have to restart my computer, but I guess a bit not also without the video. Okay, I'm back. Oh, nyamiya na one way. Okay, So people with autism, and I say that spectrum, apart from those who are, on the extreme end, the others, they have this special quality of paying attention to details. They are very, very detailed oriented. So Oko can, next one of those to be the security person. Trust me, Sarah Crano be sneaky out and I don't said you call camp last year and we to call McDonald's. Those kids will be able to tell you the exact description to details of those individuals, right? And with that characteristics of theirs, when we identify and we nurture that now, they become very good. Me choir presentation view of Virginia. Now, a guy back who we in, it was on the radio. And I say, they're all kind of very true. And there is this picture, and I'm just quoting him. I don't know for sure. So there is this picture in New York, JFK airport, that depicts the whole of New York City. And it was drawn by an autistic child. Only did this helicopter, so flew him over New York. He got down and drew the whole city, right? So that is the level of intensity of quality maker. They are very, very, very smart in their own way. And we have to also seek to understand them. But that's is with some of them, articulating what they need, it becomes a problem. And in that frustration, and you also communicating to them, if you don't understand them, no one communicating with the right sign and all of that, then they don't understand, then that frustration also of parents in the part. But we live in a country, I thank God, they say there are resources out there for us. And if, depending on where you live, you can look up the resources available in your area, and then you can get some help. They even receive up to financial help. And let's just once again understand they say mental health is not a death sentence. Then the other one, ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Omoya hyperactivity those people are most likely to, but those who have the attention deficit, they are not receive treatment, and partly because they say, right? And that is what we perceive as a crapper. But the religion who we think that is a person that has a problem. So easily we take that person to a clinician to get help. But the whole attention deficit, the problem is they cannot pay attention, right? That is the attention. They won't be and pay attention for some time. And yes, they might be present, but they'll be out. Because the time I know a JSS ne primary in the site for the woman, who goes to a market register. Presence, Imano Kuma, yes, not on. But over by ruffians ones, not normally I was a present out. But in reality, we have people who are present out or to honor, but are dreaming in the honor. Or those groups knows who are honor. Hence, we have to pay attention to our kids. Maybe and the grades, you have to understand why. Either they are being bullied at school or they have ADHD, which is the deficit part, and I also said the learning style is not what the teacher is using, and so many others. So we have to pay attention to those. What to add to that, and also say, with these conditions, sometimes in our community, sometimes, let me carefully say, some people overdiagnose these kids, right? And who say Accra or you kakra or school, yes, so operodo, not to do so. But there are criteria based on which they have to meet to be able to diagnose them with such a disorder. And part of those criteria includes say their behavior has to be consistent at school, at home, at church, everywhere else they go. Then the age, so I think currently is at 12 years. And so now we can even conclude they have ADHD, right? And say if they are not meeting the criteria, maybe it might be an environmental issue. And the money, yes, sir. I have one boy, my money, penine ketwapano, and a boy in the one fifi. Now that boy will tell you, say, Daddy, I'm bored, but what should I do? okay, so on Kodane Reagina, so Wanda. Or see, you don't sleep during the day, you sleep at night. Oh, and see, ten piano peso diago, or did we are agro we did. Let's also understand this. Kids are kids, and mofra, yen and I be different. And see, the fact is said, me penny no, dead, and just say a boy no so dead, or no so no, and that doesn't make it any different, and my name any wrong. But what I'm trying to get to is say, let us not be quick to judge and say, oh, somebody has this, and I say somebody has that. You hear me say, you bet me, I'm managing only crony year. But then, as a church, what can we do? And that is a very important question. If we have someone who is autistic, who is ADHD, and as it has any other condition, the church, the community has a role. Last, I think so almost a month in the Instagram live where I was talking about these conditions, and Pastor Kojo Chumesi came on it. Pastor Chumesi O Columbus in the banner. So I asked him the same question, say, as a church, what are you guys doing? And I said, what do you guys do to help parents and as a kids with this condition? And the answers need be a fee is a discussion by and I'm a person menemo eche. But when they say abra or my bar, sorry, no, as I said in the church, we have a role to play. Sebio only about friend fear for 6 days, most part of the day. They are tired and all of that. They are coming to the house of God for refuge, for share, for all of that. No, you can imagine how much it damps their spirit. And Mati be paying. Lady be an word dance my church or Maryland is CCR. Nemaminu a autistic. And there's some more me call my name who know. Now referring to Busa also follow. Now say them into me question, yeah. The way I saw you for me and into the year that my attendance right. That is very unfortunate. Say because of that, we're shunning the souls away. And to accommodate, your best share where any sign it is not a communicable disease. And going to the child, holding them, spending some time with them, it is nothing wrong with it. And you can imagine if you think it's frustrating to take care of that child for 10 minutes or for 30 minutes. Can you imagine what a parent is going through for 6 days a week? So that is the level of difficulty they face. And you giving them that 10 minutes break, trust me, say you are a lifesaver to them for that 10 minutes, Say, but at least they can also have that relief, right? The other thing is to say, churches need to my your glass a church mother session for the main church, Yes, conveniently we can talk to them, explain it to them and all of that. Say, bear, you're frustrated in the church, and you're comfortable with the crowd and all of that. And that is something they don't do too well with. And say, if you don't mind, being here and then still be part of the sermon. Once a while, as church members, we go in, we take the kid, we take them out, we play with them, we do something with them, just to give the parents also a relief. I believe, say, and also a beboa. And sometimes, even inviting the parents if they are comfortable, because Ghanaian community, they are not entirely comfortable talking about stuff like that. But I think it's that we should be comfortable. And education, when you maybe say na wo ho no enye bibia ehu bia bro so sa ense wo papa pani na wo hypertension na ense wo abrante na wo diabetes therefore someone talking about what they go through or what their kids are going through should not be an issue. And the point I was trying to make is say sometimes we can even invite the parents to say, oh, and they come and share how to deal with a child like this, because he who feels it knows it, as said by Bob Marley. Say a parent, ever share the experiences, and one, that parent is letting out what they go through, and it becomes a relief for them. It becomes a therapy for them. The second thing is to say it becomes an education for us. Now, yes, we get to be who kwaya you bet to me a day and more fry etesa afaso, because the parent might even have received therapy sessions and all of that from a professional. Obet me and more share some of it. The personal experience at home, obet me and share some of it. Nani in the mono, yet to me up a quina, yet me abwa or more. I'm saying I 30 minutes. Never manusia say, never manusia. Come over, could be come over. Me face yes any Musha questions, you know. Hopefully, the Diakani na ebeba. Me don't want to say.
No, that's it. There was a question. Me person Musa said, "Oh yeah, previously, can be for 1 in 4 people there was some form of disorder and issue. Inti me de ba mi ankasa me immediate bushina e 5 inti mu ba ko yi. I mean, inti question is say any severe. How do we then you bet me I be boa nipa kro na owo sa tipia ni mu a I had to say na dream can kakra and yet very extensive. Then you bet me I
Yo, me that's it. The bit me I hear and they say Sebio and just say what drew people so be I say at the hospital and the most important thing is symptom management. And with some of these disorders, you know, we have to face I'm saying a real no people say a question and I say Indra. Obi or delusional na say area. So not do some here for me and with you. A real no people say a question say be obi also cap here blue, but wouldn't so say you blue bay and they say yes. We have to come to the person's side and then bring them from that side into the other side. And the uncle said the Ubusano. Yes, Andrew Pepper, so I say at the hospital. And the only thing we can do is one, provide support, provide support, and then 2, manage the symptoms. And support comes in various ways, depending on the ecoson. Then we just provide, redirect, and we sometimes we have to set limits with the people, especially if some of the personality disorders now. We have to set limits with them. You say. And when you tell someone like that something, so you have to make sure say you're very clear, right? The direction has to be very clear. And yes, so your baby there be until 2 o'clock. Yes, right? We have to be very direct with those individuals. Say, it doesn't leave room, especially with those with borderline personality. No. So okay, so we are once on yet. Oba say it's okay say we are after about 5. But you were thinking say at 2 o'clock no person here. And just be direct with your and then provide support to the individual also.
That's it.
Yo, Mr. Medasi.
Uncle, Mr. Adjoining, me person me bisa question kakra. That's what and somehow the mind me question here about learning disorders. So autism wasem kakra. In fact, yenuma yenyi wa Ghana ye call Ghana school no. Yenyi ebinuma femu just because they say we can't catch up with the other kids in class no. Eya na ya humti bebre. Na nyanya ya adum ya back room ha we esua sa nema we nyina. In fact, to Ghana say we are dyslexic cry. Yenima de cro. And the way you treat you when just a bibia would done no, would they tell what they are the bia near Shabas. So how do a problem, sir? How do we go about it? Wow, in that sense. Yes.
Yo, it's that job Medasi. Obia or learning disorder. It is very important that we follow them through the education. Because earlier said in treatment, the family becomes part of the treatment. And in this case, the family might even be the one to catch up, say, this is their style of learning. And I also said they are slow, and I said they have dyslexia. Because it's slow down, it's not like Obia or yeah, but in terms of say they don't catch up fast enough. To say the organist it's very true. You move on, we suffered this. Therapy in but which is not the best though, but that is the level of therapy you move on very severe. And I say you abofrano. Now you the way we sit. Then we can even let the teacher know, say, oh, me patch me baby. And I say, and in this country, at least they accommodate the kids. And they will make sure say they make provision for the kids. Now almost so it's the level of help they need.
Me pesa me boa kakara.
Okay, Matt.
I work in the school system.
Okay.
There's a way that me encourage parents to say be involved in your child's education. Because we involved in teacher no kasa. Teacher for no they are trouble. Especially there was some good teachers that be for training. Most of them are for training for look out for Accra what this learning disability. To do more say first of all, eliminate said there are no health issues, which is vision, hearing, and if Accra for instance in Krebu cancer, they went through chemo. Evidently, the studies is saying Korana so will be no go chemo. It affects your brain and how they learn. It in your way in free honum. That's a disability. Sometimes also a run in the family. There's a parent to be a one who will be. Then cry 5 in nyabi. In teacher for no pull them out, we assess them. Now parents know you're willing to go through near ma was war yena. Do her parents know ye be now by our say ebema me ban stigma to me go through. Now wajai. Teacher for no they know at the end of the school year and now our system no for fra. They can know, and we have a team which includes the school nurse, the counselor, the teacher, the principal, and we have outside clinicians that are attached to school system. Until they will do all this stuff and identify. So Texas State and follow womu through university level. Moma accommodations are mutum learning. Now most of the time, some parents are not cooperative, but America had there. So far as I know, and in Texas, and no, America BBSC is still all the states. We was system to help them cry with dyslexia. And yeah, a long-term idea. And to win to me, young could draw an say and ne, me bana ye completely healed. It stays with them for the rest of their life. Mamina American and I'm so for yeah, for City of Dallas. Was so a person a man ye functionable. A meeting PM one cry directly to resources a beb one man. Until there is help in US. Na ye momo as immigrants and sometimes may be ha yes see a be affected one person be con record so any one person bad life for best say. The worst in our bit my and say me fisher a quite my banana dache one so timia ye independent etimia ye good citizen and yes sir wadra wo biano would be boa woman Ghana and Krani Bia suffer but Kromhan and Tissa there is help so go to the next level your parents no could be caught to your administration report to say bia ye enough Emma will move a dear chili and make sure say yeah dear was here the mark there is help we just have to look for it.
Yo, that's a part. And sometimes they are not a juba 70 a year, and we don't make time to go to the kids' school and all of that. Every couple I know being able to across school, and it's known to be shared and it happens. You're careful with that. But I'm saying no, Obi Kasa.
Yeah, Pacho Julie, my contribution, and also it's in the form of a caution to the parents. Me kai say abofra baako na old school no hard pa until one time teacher no requested to meet with the parent and I because she a teacher no na nia pa maame ne kan nyina ne say abofra no wo ADD. Yeah, ADHD or ADD, whatever.
Yeah,
yeah. Na enunti no just one me kaya to the point say was suggested say he will need a Ritalin or I think say Ritalin.
Yeah.
And me catch and say, you know what? I know my son. Na ne boy pa ne say, na me no me a nurse intino. I have a knowledge about ne okano. Na me can say, I know my son, I know my child. Now I know say or hard grade, but only sa issue no. Now I will never agree say oh here said no. This is what we know and now we think say we are so brilliant. And it looks as if say he's not being challenged enough. Our school or our class or. And the teacher no, you know, he finds stuff to do near denti and then a kasaya, menene kasaya. I feel or pay a little attention to him. A man no extra assignment, me so or befia man extra assignment. And I mean meneno can SMP. Enti no. Na maame no ntia se me rejected advice from her. Na me say no. Nti actually ya onwa started a man no extra stuff and more challenging you to do no. Who said that was not the situation. Near boy and say me di kan say na me no minim me was knowledge about it. E ko ba se wonni sa knowledge no a and yes say almost suggest ade no anu wasom pe ade ye kan say obi ne nkasa obi a wo confident woni mu but number 1 who wabofra no senya the performance academically is it here and a per second chance so you can say
Second opinion
na don't just get in say yes say no na wa jump so mo de ne to say dro no so a sa brain ka minim ni abofra no aye but now we are so quiet say you wouldn't even think say the same abofra na no pre at that early age no yes a teacher for no ne council no senior mami ebo eka no yeah almost said the abofra no they'll give you some recommendations and all that but sometimes no so you're careful na young kofa abofra no into a drobi so honestly be ana oyiya na no kra be western enema in the long run that must say
yo mommy yeah that's it. As I said, you have to know your kids very well to be able to help them, and you also have to be involved with them throughout. And, it is a point well noted. Me pacho asembusa for sure hono. Se ebinya maya, mo mamenka asemwe hu disorder hu asem kakra. Me pacho at any point, so o person interrupt me at this point, ubet me interrupt me na waka or there. And that's what we saw a question. Another one is eating disorder. There is this movement, and last year Youth Camp ESR presentation, because of body image and how we see ourselves, as I said earlier, no those days, na umuye dua na also. As a mere na the public figure of fashion now the perception of beauty and so and beauty, as they say, lies in the eyes of the beholder, partly because so many things will change. And if you try to toe the line of society, let's say, oh, obi anemu odu na ne ho ofe na also oya ma omu yedua. After the bedu baby, you catch us, oh, there be no nya fabio, a Coca-Cola shape, right? And I said the 8 shape, no, and then now for the what for see no person 8. Now for the so there be and also see this is the new way. And let us be true to who we are and love ourselves as we are. As Psalms said, and we are created we are wonderfully and fearfully created in the image of God. And but with eating disorder and also another disorder, it is very serious because there are so many conditions, and I say kwanya no efaso. Emu ebi and say you various kinds of eating disorders though. Ebi ne to say anorexic, and I say anorexia. Obi a anorexic obi a ondidi. And ondidi because of the fear say obi gaining weight, right? Into on person obi didi. There's treatment for it, and who or doctor and or therapist, they can take you through the treatment modality. And once again, the body image and self-esteem. And answer bulimic also. But they'll find a way to get it out. Indeed, as obey did not or the necessary minimum no asafe abba. And also be the baby no akofa fasido na say be o feed the other side and so aba. And I said they'll finish eating and they start some extraneous exercise because of person burden, right? And kakra betri minimum tin na den ti ebedi. But we are near pekwa for so there. That is the bulimic for no. And sana also sana ya no motor or dental problem because of the vomiting baby no acid in the and it's also not good for the throat, and so they all the binge eaters. Binge eaters in the obedi no so no di. No, and don't see another form of disorder so and we have to be mindful of. Once again, some of them will be from the body image, Ibu onosa obi edikaka running through the family. Them say mami ebo anakai. Runs through the family and I said it. And say obi body ho asema. You're very, very careful, especially in this part of the world. Yes, Metia say, oh, abofra, wedi be 5 years, eko be 8-10 years now, na edidene tados. Then when they get to around 13, especially Memano, you did better. We know how my member here no 6 boys. But they said do 13 eko no so na didie na sa pick it up because of the growth hormones and the growth sprouts and na I don't know, but you have to monitor and be careful. Say because abofrani so did not so put you on weight baby so as a parent you don't mean janisa because me kokan be an say and so pekwan obe manage because once again it can lead to problems. Abofrake to abona ni knees because the weight that is being put on the knees too much. Abofrake to abona feed when you diabetes because partly of nedidie. And yes, say NDD, it's really the problem, but yeah, can't want them so. So now, body image, self-esteem, and eating disorder issues, and so I'm ready.
Yeah, Kingston, kakra, me contribute kakra.
Okay.
When it comes to ODD, oppositional defiant disorder.
That was my next one.
Oh, anyway, I can't want
to pick it up.
Right, the American is and Columbia Honomoa, Womunia, no more abinya sa problem. So school now, especially or Momodia, they tend to follow any, excuse me to say, stupid things. And then call it school, I never huno, because if we say, oh my idea on canon call or Momodin. It didn't know, I don't come a tag within Ghanaian community, they said. A colabia, Yabu Krumabia, Yabon Monica Crabia, there could be scholarship product and a collab about Modi Krumha. Na Sacolano and Yamwa and Finfitian Sieno, no more dear, of course, could almost struggle. Na fear set to find Corofo artisan Sanoano, no more fear see a bob. It is so never quite so defiant. So, what you near the they begin to associate with them. It didn't know moment more than a title more and more Colanketuana. Say one our education and co animukra. Now bet me ask spend Sikaka crack. I will be a chira crown idea. More crown I could have fear see because I'm the first time one. Me cool school elementary me first back one. Mammy took Kusiama and a yammy. Wow, me first back at Yatukusiama, me free hall will be unto him. At twice, why could some school co anymore. It didn't say about Frebia more dear. no, so about more than they tend to do better. Nasa one ubefia woman you mean out TV soon amosha akwane benyini. One here, Ufia said who bonkrofwa, when him now so on near the OD atonoso, near Fias Emanindu. It may me a new kunkolana home, or my district here ye pa. Who are dear, no ni more dear, they tend to associate with one more. Bombardiano. And your basabasa. If you say hospital my area, you bet me a boy, man, I'm a free or habit is home.
Yeah, that's a Uncle Case. When says, what did you know? Yeah, in the African community and as a Ghanaian community, yeah, also crying can't come because no, baby, if you ban, we see those kids as in crabone and any action about war muscle. Nine idiots, they said in America, a therapy and a bro, and they see a buy. But then, what me, I enjoy two so big and happy before for the IME. You know, we have to know that we have to pay particular attention to our kids and find ways that it makes me at their nature or more. Because most of these is from the environment. What did the neighbor focus here? Okay, you know, as a child, right? I can say, it's you know, men call or see if you are neighbor or chakra messako. Men, yes, also daddy mate, no, I who can know when you know we those behaviors, you know, and on ye can was you know. This group, you know. Especially a starting film of Russia, but especially who do mutins in one na and I because they feel say the impedifono end to or masse and mumre tremu actually make us say I am mumre trem because still make can cry no. That is the kind of language most of them use sumaye, right? And say I'm managing the and bridges aga but no so now it becomes very, very bad. And the case can be said, TV. It is very true. But this is my other thing I want to add to it. Sometimes, you know, say, my friend, yes, I agree, so, oh, and you to be more. Right? And, you know, sometimes we think the kids need our presence instead of our presence. Right? Instead of saying, you be woho amomo, you know, mobekasa, you bet you money who they hear more, ya pet, they hear more kasa momo. Then we tend to use presents. You need to touch the momo or into my copy Xbox a mano. Say be better now know about Xbox and no. Sometimes they don't need the Xbox. It's because you don't provide them the attention. So they are finding other ways to seek the attention. And in the attempt of finding other ways to seek the attention, you know, that is how they rebel. Sometimes they don't know how to relate with me papa or better myself, depending on where I'm coming from. No? And you know, in that case, you know, not just say, me so me tea so, and I said the way I'm in the back asano, na akwako say and so any one you know that gap in no a bridge. As a church, this is my thoughts kakra. Sometimes we find it in the church with some of the youth. Now they went 24 years, they were in the year, need to say they become in the sermon. I think it's the middle generation has a bigger work to do in bridging the gap between the old and the young. Now, where they may feel a unique academy, the Ababesi asafunu because no so here, and I say even in the house. And now, Omoyam penny for a bigger role to do in bridging the expectations of the kids and the behaviors of the parents. And you know, of course, I never understood why I never my make me say. Me pia before 5 o'clock, me breathe me Ghana because by 6 ne sumaba, right? I never got that. So who pie na yete of anko. So me pie fi of anko na me kra say ma me ko taifa. So me fi taifa ko do me or expect say me san friend nka je say me fi taifa ko do me. Na me fi do me na me kwa achmota me san friend. Come on. How be ni me krapo agro me di ni de me yedi me refi bo say me friend. But they should have a problem with it. But since now, many kakano, I can definitely understand why into my expecting me say yes. Into the same more from say kuma. Na say my is still insisting say the kids do that, and the kids don't understand. And of course, where we find ourselves, and it's very different. And they tend to be oppositional and as a defiant to the rules of the parents. Now, it is my responsibility as the middle person to be able to bridge the gap and say, man, the way we're approaching, no, in this setting, it might not work. Until maybe I ever can be say so. Then I'll go to me near Kumano so and be like, Charlie, okay, the Americano, you might not understand it right now, but Sesebio or Tifiano, watch cran say, oh, Chifa. Nay, I see BBS word or me. Yes, but for Moka say, yeah, me pe baby will be ma. Say, then they are so Prada, right? Dr. Boabo, say, Paya Fasia. So Prada or say Bibisa. But the point I'm trying to make in this is, if we're talking about something that do not concern me, I could care less about it. And the everyone say, yes, oh, accident BSC war Dallas Highway no so. No nim so bia wo fie, unkofo nyina wo fie a. Yes accident but and shut down fa ho. But yes, oh, asafo baby ka ho a, what's our feeling no different at once. And you know, oh, PK, that is why yes, I know, man. So me also bringing the younger one to understand the older generation, and also bringing the older generation to understand the younger one. Say this is where they are also coming from. It helps when we bring it to the church. So now, you best say the middle group. Let us play the same role in helping the younger ones to understand our elders. And also help the elders to understand the younger ones. That is the only way we can live happily. And yes, idea a better tag of war all the time. All the time. All right. I'm just a comment about us. Wow, I would have been medicated if I grew up in the States. Most definitely. Aha. Okay. Yeah. Me da se fast. I've been an empebun, but never. Yeah. And say BBC or baby, that's a can media mother because I don't know anybody over there. Yes. Me da se the audience munu buy.
Me pacho motimenka, mam sewe.
Pacho.
Okay. Pacho, media ne emwa kakra. Se etodan so ayen awofo no ye edimo koten wo senia ye ma ene ye mpanimfo bi anase ye mpanimfo ka asem a omogitum. Ye fa ne se me wo bad boy. Etoda oba me ho hu abisa me question. Na obisa me na se me nyina no a ekine bi no o mabie mo. Obekwa akohwehwe anu yie no afri baabi. Enti ye ne ye ma etna ne ye church me emeyemfo mu so omusu a omonti ase ombeti ase pa. Ye church omo eniema bi. Afe ye wa safunim na se bia panyini bi efre mfanse me ba na nakwasi. Na wone ne ekasa na se otwe na so woniema bi mu a yen awofo ne yemfo amaamefo ne so se eye atentene epa ema ye man. Se yatwe ye mani kosi baby na ye kasa bone fa ye maame no ma na panyini bi a wo tentene wo ba or try to educate wo ba no wo asori na. In a way you telling your kids say ma wontie afoforo advice a omode be ma no. Die me kan say yen hye ye ho ekuram na ye Ghana fo edienim say ye abusua ye family. Se me betena me fie na meka asembone efa Dr. Yeboa anase maame Yeboa ho a me batio enti ekina bi no maame Yeboa frɛ ne se ma akwasi de wuye yinya onfa na se omua no enti yen kasa ye ne ye mati fie se ye educate ye ma se ye ma afoforo ehu senia esombo se ye ma betie me dam ka me ba ne se o papa no doso omo asafu nyina ti mi yo papa o uncles edoso o maame edoso o grandmas edoso asem bia panyini beka kire obia no ope unkunimdie ene won kanko entitie nefa ye adwuma me ba no wo 14 no benya 15 da me gina ho ka se uhumi amiswa pa enso na nakwasi entimi enyina no emmro me so da biara da na eno no eboa me bi se efri se entity a bia asafo mano aboa me ene senia wo makasa a kire ne ntin akra ne bu me pa me ne nkwa na tifie mitimi gya ne ho ekwa adwuma nanso meba bia no na me fie eye kama akra yi kodidi kro fra me se mama die na mennie na ma kire no enti moma ye ne ye nkwala no enkita hodie enye ye adehia pa na ye mo omu nso ehu soma esombo se omu betie ye mpanimfo a omu di ye ni memwano.
Yo, yeah, that's a part, and it's very important. In the church, we tend to have a problem like that. Minim mohodie, but as a for me woman is a for kakra, masum woman, and as I say, etesi. Obi koka obi ba ho asem ama the way you see a kasa na nimu nti no children class or crown person obesi hobio. And you know, mumenye very careful. Sebio ye be share kora, me last me catch ye pastor Kusi who say the Beshia cry, the Bobusa say, Asafo no so no mudi enie. Mujitum, say, move a bois, I may at a tiabo free. No, my gina yami enim, I can say Anne. Nothing about Friday, ye the onion, so never go can I see a bet yammy and I see a bet Jojo me or what dear. And you're not next about a cow, sorry, never mind your swat. Maybe if you don't know, because me best me janya me chantro. Oh, that is on a lighter way of saying it, but on a serious note, you know, it happens all the time. It takes a village to raise a child. And, you know, we should be aware of that. Nobody would do anything in malice. Say, me, yeah, mame de a prayer crown, and I say, me de ha crown. But, yeah, so, no, so, no, yeah, mindful.
Yo, boss, yeah, that's a radiation na me question kakra me pese me bisa fan kakra na me hu se mame Julie kan ho asem kakra because my child dey class 2 class 4 ne JSS ndi me ne nkra a relate ya chepa kakra na de me nema bi me hu ye ne se nkra ne bi o ha o mani so hyepa o mo benyine ne nte sa bi nanka e krom ha nanka mo se no road ma sa akure ya nti me pese me kire se asoma American nkra bi o ha che se o ka se tena ha petire krom ha me fi se nke mama na bi ba o class 4 class 5 class 6 o mo se adu na on ti sa bi enu nti what point na awofo ye ne do munya adwene ne ma akra no enu maduro sa because ye African for na culture so no part to play and answer and I'm saying nipa no e bia we African ni nti no behavior bi any hard no papa no must say no ma wo
Pastor, a question
I make a mistake or ya no.
Okay.
This the year now no. Yeah, no, me wa for cano. I got to a point in time one. Me chira me mana de pa, ti me ba panyin was very clever. He can play and say, when you are there, you know the na na say no. You know the because of his say we're too clever for his age. Yes, sir, when you problem. What do you think we better trust or when my dear the general? And yes, when you problem because the over class here. You're much here people say you say you know the chire because when my dear do ne ha e ha na that and your so kind
Pacho Uncle Kings made us say na me try some so be a meeting and they do background
they be cautious.
Okay say me jana de chena onimade dodo I didn't even there's no limit to what you can learn. And you know, but we live in a country where in most cases the things are classified. And you know, we try to put everything in a category and not say in a box. Maybe not me some guy be Ghana do. And also obi onima dey too much cramp on area obi oye say that is Councillor Lutra, so you can take it for what it's worth. But to that point and to Pastor point and the culture. A big issue. Chambiano make me pacho me try a connect me video na minimal quintia and you may computer na against but asem na and so na kwa sumunti na can me try a connect video but me ye beti any sa. Culture a very big issue because in even the definition of mental health, you know, and I say anything at all that you want to look at, you know, it will have to be looked at in a cultural context. Yes, about school, last week, you know, it talked about the culture, the context, right? And you know, everything has to be contextualized. last me koye education bi o be na make catch obi say we are Ghanaian na say uko broni hodun for treatment. You have to understand they say there are some cultural connotations to their work on tiase. And you know, ebia in our culture no, in sometimes me patcho me answer question, I'm trying to build a point. Sometimes you know we link some mental health conditions to spirituality. Oh, abefo na ye no. And you know say oh better honum na oh can wa say wa kwa but wa dwimu nyina no the church ni say oh obi na ye no. But what mean can see so right? Okay, see so crap broni na ntiase yes. But then if it is a fellow Ghanaian na abra oh ka o de kwani nyina no, they understand what you are not saying and try to can say you try to make a point to say baby efini. And in that case, you know, they can address that as part of your treatment, right? And you know, Pastor, the question of culture, they say, you know, yes, it is very true. A bit of ma, say akrano, etc. and that's what saying, you know, the system does not understand the kid. It is in the same way, so say the abroche ni American kid, and the brand will school. Abuser Kobeka say disrespectful and also tag him or her in a certain way because the way so also be at our class, you know, very different from the way I Ghana for 2 years and 3 years before also acting, right? Because of the cultural context. And you know, and a culture play a role. As I said earlier, also no, a mofra, ye nyina ye nyepe. Ebu on mombe pagro, ebu on mom pagro sa. Ninjana is trying to understand the kid and trying to manage the kid and educate them as they are. The other thing also say some diagnoses have age limits on it and some way to be their trouble friend also because of the same understanding. Say, ebia no nyinwie by the time I obedu X age, you know, now it's expected so be fit that stage, you know. Some of them in most childhood, you know, ebia about 12 years before. And you know. That is some of the background to it. And Obisu the Kaka, we have to monitor, make sure say the kids the same at school, at home, at church, and everywhere else. And Sana yetimi aka say, okay, be about from saying na ote. Maybe I'm not class on to say Uncle Kings, dear and wife can. Class on no, I dear much way below the standard. Internet so that dream so abro so ain't you know of listen move wasting the time. Therefore, they try to find things to do. And I want to say I will fear. Or best school and notice then the problem is the environment and not the child, right? Maybe so Befi and notice or school more antisa. The problem is the environment, not the child. Uncle case, there is nothing like a crying in the Madia do. When that happens now, the patch of more school systems and but I think said when that happens now, they have like
gifted.
Gifted. Thank you.
But the American the parent you have to advocate for your child. It's a talented and gifted is part of the school system. You have to teach and in because yes, the Uncle Kings more kind of and grab no ma at the end of the year below them until they become bored easily. Disrupt or disturb class. And no was a parent and teacher for no name, even the principal by be a bit Macobian to find at the current year bano near Meha. So was so called talented and gifted that a 1 year more flexible bit my year and near my challenge you will above what they are trying to have their mind be inventive systems. So granting and what me do at the age of 9. Not work on planes, how planes function. In cry like this, there's a program for the even in the public school. There's program for there's a lot of stuff. Now many kase mami kasam back and cry some na year can said the year can be ye different and chronic case can you have to review a case by case. But in general, Mama sometimes na ya can't say be I had to say. There is conspiracy to say before yes and no bet me out say before you will say but it was say about one who kunuma and now bano it was a winner a objective for some person ban succeed to one. Young Kurana, they hear drew. Me was school mam sesang drew man korano, but in Grebu Hamid, the Mawo man, yamia. Say, bid the Jessica, your castle bow you. Momu so much, mammy, be the dry and him say, I need the money. And Baba Ku was yes, I'm fan Baba Kum piso. Said ye, well, one crowd forward, your man 800 or Kamboma, which is wrong. And to a me manipulate you will man fail more your muddy. It's me, ma, who have me read that crown report. I mean, who says I now crown why, but because it's a parent, ye genianum, ye tia mummy and tia my ye, na yen share banner say, and pa me banny here help. Me banner yes say and ask will ye say. A here say ye baby ye ni yet me a boy ban because so one more crown brow or yen crab brim. Now what ye say, or yes, sir, when you near, now you're too late. I had the most of them. Elementary school will do our free school honoma or called juvenile detention because of idea. If I had the case in the beboa, mamma is da more person more young and money said the air can in use to say be no correct. And Timo person black boy, more person more sand, more person we say. In the meantime, no environment now will feed more banner. I can't hope in why son, so parent and person be cooperative. Mama yen yes, I can't say fill us more king. One my tools to Nindia ma was a year. Now yet in the year, you ma. And now so far as my work can mend out, but sometimes you know, yes, you quote and chronicle stages. But sometimes you know, so no. There's sometimes I could be a naming now or woman school ma. No, I am very hyper. One summer or best school mono. Why it is sense you know. Meaning what happened to her? She was sexually abused. And she was changed and became very quiet. Well, but thank God to say, Nipa guardian, a bold Bakaya chin back na to prison. In some business here, and some shisha near Massy, Sapra, my crime yank cancer baby. And I worry, yanty mean can. A business will be happening to them. Emma, one and a cousin, both of them were destroyed. Will be a destroyed woman. They became changed, but she became very quiet. I won't be auntie me who's our great partner, you see. It you know, mummy and shemui, mummy, and I said, dear fellow, kind environment, and there are abusers among us. Sexually. Yamuma ye a sanipa life. Pa, a so sad. Pa, especially ye see a Christopher. Mama ya for. What would you and one other place a wood yes, I didn't why yes, I sling yammy, one foul bonny, fancho, and for one son can be baby. Intimate the Messiana feel much worse, and some no Dawson.
Ma, in some media, ye can't. As I said, no, mental health issues, you cannot finish it. And some people, which are in some doors. Back to abusers, you know, me interview one lady or Italy. Now, as part of program, me release that video, but it should be coming out soon. Me interview, you know, she started being abused at the age of 9, and guess by who? Onwane Papa. At the age of 9, so this 16 or no, 50. So somebody like that, can you imagine the trauma that they are going through and how it's going to affect her? And as it's affecting her, she's in the 30s. On to keep any relationship. Me pacho me de no be si ho no. Question B, our chat no more now. Say, how do we rate the negative stigmatization that comes from someone raising their hands for help, even in the church? Even our language refers to these issues as madness. How do we make others comfortable enough to make their issues known? You know. There's 3 things that I talk about when we talk about mental health and stigmatization. There are 3 T's, right? T, miensa. Bako, ASA, talk. The other one is teach. And the third one is treat. And you know, as we talk about it, Uncle King's understanding of mental health, you know, this education will help shape his understanding. And the next time, you know, who be or find it differently. As we talk about it, then also will be a man who say, oh, I'm not alone. I can speak to someone about it. And it helps to reduce the stigma. And then as we teach, we have to talk. And did once I will be as sorry now say let me explain to you what it means to live with bipolar. Then as you explain to the people, then they can understand. They say, oh, sorry. Yeah, then it helps the paradigm of the stigmatization. Then the next one, and they say the treatment. And then we have to go out and get treatment. It is not any different from any other condition. All right. I'm say ya mama enyantie say ye mbre no apa ho ntino mpenifo we de me sure ma fa mo 2 minutes ntino me de masem ebesi na mpenifo ma bon the top of my and I say however we end it.
Okay.
I don't know, Mami Abo say any part that's what questions there, you bet me a queen crack then how much
You are the boss. Young Koso. Yeah, for another by 8 minutes and come one answer saying.
I'm only 15 crack away.
Okay, and yeah, over to you, Mr. Dr. Phil.
No sports commentator be Jolati. Also over to you, Jolati. Obi or questions be a patch over to me there, but me very sorry. My video now for the agenda hokra. Also, yeah, you maybe.
Yeah, you bet me out to us with the phone.
Okay. All right. There's another question in the chat. Say the sample of 1:4 from Elder Kofi's question is generalization and does not mean that a family of 4 might have one in it. Oh, yeah. Yes, it does not necessarily mean say Busian Moya for Baku will be, but yeah, I just say sampling and statistics and all of that, how we determine. And it might not be, but it can also be so say in a family of 4, 2 of them might even have it, or 3 of them might have it. And depending on the family dynamics and all of that, it is possible. Just like hypertension, hypertensive. Also now, mental health conditions can run through it.
Then, Doc, the other person may 300 to say, and yeah, sorry, any baby I equate you, man. All these areas have people that have that tendency.
Yes.
Yeah, you're very careful because you also see a part of the stressor community.
Yes, very true, Uncle. Very, very true.
And Julie, question.
Your auntie.
Yeah, I'm Pacho. Emofrana, one more year, Abisu or Bono. Pacho, obey to me, and my Yika crassy beer, and you may be or how who said to say them, I may a boy casse. Bofre no pray, but I feel why ye obey to me a true light kakra. Said near may be I say, I'll for no. Yes, she. The coswa, a chess abuse to be coso. A big abuse to know a fear one a coso. A be so swa a school moon their coso, be so cry, sorry, and their coso. Mabo Frebia or a sabby, no who bear mother. Or by sorry, a sorry, not a banty bitch, no crochet baby. I saw a sorry, why, sorry, basement. Oh. Enti nyoma bi sign na esese ye hwe say abofra no go through data and nyoma bi sign and ebe man ye clue.
Okay, let's look at it from this angle. Obia is very, very different. And I'll give a general answer. Then with the principle, we can use it to apply to different cases. Obu onoma oye kika. But Assembly Saturn we are Obon's after the obey saying obey the D because I told us so. Obu onso na o enipedi but assembly say to new we so na fede what say for want of better word. No, I think it's like no agin because when my privacy, my independence, my dignity is taken away from me without my consent, what else do I have to lose? And that is the rationale of those people. And you know, if you order my we share ababa we be we say ababa we do e dwamayon unnim no ennim na se unnim de ato ne pen e bia na experience bi o go through ana amasa suban no abano so. It is very important that we understand people because until you understand my fight and I say my test, you never understand my testimony. So unnim baby am feedback and you maybe one my ya want to say. So back to answer your question. E was say more frano ye hu omuye na sen sakaye bia ba yetimi ebusa ene hu de efiba. Anna, I was say the relationship between us and our kids and also a very good one. Sebeya, they can open us to up. They can open up to us. Initially, no, maybe I want to be out of the car. But when you also realize, there's been a change in that person's life, and then you try to ask them and probe the behaviors of the person. That's all know what that relationship now. It makes it easier for them to open up to you. And you know, understanding your kid and having that relationship, you know, with your kid, you know, is very important in getting them to express what they are going through. But as I said, you know, abuse is not limited to the family circle, to the church, or anywhere else. Esiwa baby. Auntie Pacho, say me you are not. I'm so a question or chat. I'll say, what are some of the steps the church must follow to establish a mental health resource center? The fact that someone is health practitioner does not qualify them as a mental health advocate and person. I agree with the latter part. You know, yes, they are not comfortable talking about mental health issues, though they are practitioners, and I say they are clinicians, and I say they are in the health space, but they are not comfortable dealing with that part. And the church, you know, this would be my dream. They say, Asafono, I also a different kind of people. You better me put you more together. No, me address such issues. And with those individuals, and also no SSB, obi an enimodu, now obi an anusu edu. Because we say we know because of our cultural context in incident. And you maybe one more obi no share. They share in high confidentiality, and you know it has to be respected. And yes, I say it makes it very difficult for that person to trust anyone again because nipa mi jinidi no, you see that trust, you know, right? And you know, it is very important that we have that sector of health departments, you know, under the health department or asafu biemu. But the formation of those individuals, you know, has to be very important. Obu anuma, onye clinician, but by experience. Because last year by now you share New York, you know, I'm saying at a poor Jenfi and the Busa asked a question. They said, "Into the case of who professional now, yes, we are said medino, yeah, dear all our lives. Yes, there are certain things we learn on the job. Into no, Obu Odoma, maybe are not a mental health practitioner, but by the experience, you know, they can help. Into the young looking for those qualities, you know, and then get them on a team, and then they can advise, advocate, and such. What are the causes of hallucinations and delusions? Can it be genetic? Hallucinations and delusions, you know, can be part of schizophrenia, and even paranoia. No, paranoia, no, is what typically causes the hallucinations. And you know, the cause in Ankasa, it's complicated to explain, but yes, it could be genetic because schizophrenia, no, could be genetic. And then the past experience. Even PTSD can give someone hallucinations. And when we talk about PTSD, a partial post-traumatic stress disorder, and someone who has been abused before can have PTSD. After you call that, no, okay, most before now, or chasing or the dying, there be a Bonibi or Didi in the manic. Oh, Bonibi or Didi, and a manic. It's, you know, we careful, mindful of our environment and everything else that goes on.
Okay, Dr. Phil.
Yes, Doc.
I better was be for brilliance. What display na we and then running. You done question for baby what to tell him. Na far abuse no dear. If you say no quantity, munko to jena, that could be one summer boy and sana corona yet monkey, but do was be brave. If you say one questions, no, pop on pop out. Now, baby, I any pahina, no, I mean, when you are better. Was a bit, but my questions here too. But before the question, and Uncle Kofi, Kai and a matron, so what can say 1 in 4? And then on Chirese, by all means, as I said, but Chirese, I sort of way say 1 in 4. Sabi, maybe you so no right word, no about Dama. Naturally, say, you mu be a capable. Until Unyampan to man we are. Kai say, Ubi dear bar, and yes, something different. Send ye shan one, then and I say, I hear difficult. I'm saying, nothing a man beside a question. And not any questions here too. What can say, Yambridge, millennia for no, and then Kingston group for no, but what buy a chili more so. Culture be why I didn't solve this. Niam Korea be and yet Kora. Send see you raise and him saying, how do we bridge idea yet with this modern way of thinking? I have difficulty with that. So, but why not? If you say the young generation look addressly, and I'm not the any okay, the person will address you way carefully. Say, say, will be a one entity, and I say, one in the waso man, I wouldn't go school more, Juma, and that's how Benin behavior, then. Now, the law, available to protect all of us, and don't seem to do anything about it. But the condition, what are some of the avenues open for us to help each other? To help her to get medicine. And I teach the support on us also. What are some of the openings are available to us? These two questions.
Doc, that's it. With the second question, Obi making submission and talked about second opinion. It is very important. Say, say a bottle so we to make sure Emma will say no. You be in a state of denial, and I don't want to go through the various stages of grief, but you be in a stage of denial, right? And at that point, that is when typically we go seek for a second opinion. And they say, what did he? And I think it's the Auntie Bibu said that question, Indra. What did he say? There's something going on, which you are very convinced. They said, no, it is not being handled by baby okwana, me pacho, fako baby fufro. Okay, and health is not limited to geographical space and not anything like that. You can always look for somebody else and nobody will be offended. Neither the practitioner or the patient should not be offended. And that is one thing. Because the way I based on my background and everything else that influences my practice is different from the way the other practitioner sees it. And let's use the second opinion approach. Then the second one, the first one, which is bridging the gap. Now, in bridging the gap, we're still Adventists, we're still Christians, and we are admonished to call wrong by its rightful name. And to the enye Dr. Ebu na enye. But once a bibi one so enye necessarily say enye, but a tradition. And sometimes we have to understand. Mr. Biomenka say yenti the difference na se me pamucho enye sa na me pache. But the me pache ne say esi ye who say we a tradition and a we die a bone. And once we identify that, then especially on the part of tradition, you bet me how I the best. Doc, an example I remember say, I was in a church, our America has it. And I saw him penny phone be catcher say, won't me for Africa where and cop no home. Sabio made the Africa where a cop no one, and your bonnet. But based on their tradition, any kwanya mo asom ni ade ni nyina no, they be told to say in Africa we no. And me personally, I had a problem with it. And you know, I had to find a way to bridge the gap once again for them to understand. They say, Sebe, we shouldn't all westernize and think anything Ghanaian is not good. To the point, he said, me Africa way, eventually, they moved their position. Now, any change at all sometimes is very difficult. And so let's always go in with the understanding, say, and yes, and just use a magic wand and then somebody's going to change. It might take some time. It's just like with the treatment of addiction. We say, yes, they might go and come. You're afraid of frequent flyers and all of that. But what it does is they may pick in and or be me pick a crack. Eventually, I might change. And Dr. Yabua might have had a certain position on certain things for so long, but a brave person, and you many be honoma much anymore. And I say, with his experience around the globe, what I say, okay, we bet me movie. But a do honoma, doc, you are right, and yet, and no dear, not and yet. And Mammy White, I say, idea, and in this day and age, we need men and women who can call sin by its rightful name. And yes, calling sin a sin and saying it's not good, it is not good. But even with that, sometimes also we have to watch the tone and the space by which we say all of this. But yes, bonnet the bonnet. But say bonnet, let's say the way I you maybe then I think it's said that is where we need the much more to bridge the gap, and I say Uncle King's more to bridge the gap between the old and the young. Oh, and then you also said, coming back. Oh, so much dollars there. I think so. I'll make it my second home. Tell me I'm here and be a more from me. I'll try and make a point.
Do I see brave?
Yo,
We'll find you $1,000.
What's that go?
Any other questions and answer?
But could be what chatting, but I don't know if he or she wants a private reply. Or say, is there a mental health questionnaire that a church can administer to its leaders to make sure that we select leaders that that does not have mental health issues? Oh, okay. And then, do you recommend that a church questionnaire should be added to leadership nominations? So question yes, baby, what are the causes of hallucinations? I know they may hear another that. About questionnaire, no. I think it said Paul says something in the Bible, say, and as leaders, we are given parameters, SCA meeting and all of that. To the questionnaire, me for now they mean developing, and I've not come across a questionnaire by which we can use to select church leaders and make sure say they don't have mental health issues, because mental health issues, it is very broad. And once again, I don't want us to discriminate against somebody because of their health. And to just as how to be hypertension into being foul as an elder, I don't think it's also say more depression issues then I disqualify to also be an elder. But if I am mentally incapacitated to make decisions for the church there, then of course, Mr. Mumma, I'm a treasurer, and as an elder, and as any leader, because of my mental capacity. In the same vein, somebody can have a medical condition based on which in tier your money penny near to maybe any. And I always try to link these two. See, we do not feel say mental health for only a different group of people, and medical health at the end there. And you're okay, right? And we have to treat all of it the same. Is there a law to commit someone with mental issues to accept treatment? My candidate, but I guess it didn't. Maybe I didn't this session. I'm kind of message to Mubio or him. Yes, there is a law in America. Now, when the person is in danger to themselves, or somebody else, and now say cannot take care of themselves or the environment, then there is a law to commit the person to involuntary treatment. That means to say you don't have a choice. It was say OCO treatment. And when that happens now, they are confined to the inpatient psychiatric hospital because of that state. And the case moves from WOPE to the state. And in most states, a 72 hours hold. And so what a pink slip of pen, that is what it means. Paper and pink, but I don't know where that came from. But what a pink slip of pen, so and we'll write a pink slip, then we'll commit you to a psychiatric hospital. And I say an ER. In the ER, you have 24 hours. In a psych hospital, you have 72 hours. And then you seek treatment. Say the practitioner in the hospital deems it to say you need more than 72 hours now. Probate you. Into probate you, then the court can order say you continue to stay in that facility for whatever amount of time the court deems fit for your treatment.
Na be a kakra me de be fra fail de so ne se America ha mrawa ha wo ko pa adwuma wo hospital ya de hye clearly say wanya mental treatment panda etimi wo chi for the rest of your life and ntina so wo susu say sorry baby yare bia wontimi so ne nsa kwankwan amfa no nko gina hospital no jese wo ya try to himself and as herself and as to somebody else. But so why ye mistake say or better thing say be a mekun there na free sa ram no and I say me head to one I say me head to obia that threat has to be taken seriously na mrama kwan say danwa ye timu commit no but say no twamo there edne pa say obeso obi nsa say we do not call hospital because it's be nature forever you say you're very sure.
Yeah. Doc, that point is very true about your diagnosis following you, but once again, let's look at medical health. So what hypertension now? It follows you. Some more depression now. Yes, I've had depression and I say I have depression. That does not exclude me from working. And humanly be honoma, yes, they ask for that history, but in most jobs, you might not be even asked that. And Doc, at the quality of makers and they say the fear of me having that title, and I said that tag, they say, oh, I've had this condition before. No, they mean compare treatment. Now you catch them so when you're depression, and they follow me through my life in America. That should not be a deterrent. If you look at the public figures and even maybe you realize it says on the lunch break, I mean, say no, take care, right? So medications all the time, and it does stop them from working with them. It is the main question they say with all humility. The fear say will be stigmatized or tagged, and treatment because what that is doing, they say, it impairs or impacts your level of functioning, and hence. If you're not able to function well, then of course you will not even get any job. That's it. Meaning they buy a but as microphone line say all muting. Oh. Remember, show say, the best follow and I say Bibisa because as I said, a mental health condition, and it will impact your level of functioning. And say me what Prozac so na me function okay na me to be a versus say me kwa niema me do now for the mean to me function which one is better? It's now rather take the medicine and be able to function than not. And as you say, it might not even be medication, just by be therapy. It's better than being treated and functioning than not being treated and not being able to function. The patron said, Obi was himself for waiting them.
The patron by any ain't se nipa no so who say, "Are you okay, pa? Are you okay?" But if you others a one chen who say, "Be a if you be in koye." And so you okay no now on person be obefa drone you know so to me for so no any ade and so no owo ho no so e bia bibia o ye na bia mo kandada de am patro ho no mante dipa no na kuma mu pa na dream ni na kuma mu no pa no bibia ye fine o you okay pa enti you bisa no
yeah ready be on no ma na dream no o you okay and enti na okay onye ntu no oh but no kranso wo mu no say it was a otibinyamwa and to say the ekakosi and say you have to use the symptoms of the person to be able to let the person know what is going on. And to know say obi ejidi say blue here wo no or see a gray, and you want to really convince the person say a gray a blue, then you put another blue next to the thing that they perceive to be gray no where see a color be. And then you find another person where see say and you know you go to where the person is and you use the unknown to educate to the known. And you know, you have to manage the situation, you know, as it comes along. And the other point about, or no, the OGD so you're okay, but so the everybody else sees say only pakoni here help. Once again, you know, oh, unia, now say the answer why you're depressed. Sorry, I get depressed. Now say the answer waboto, I say umpie, I say debia uofie, I say ye froka ofa. Into the using the symptoms which the person is presenting, you know, then the person will be able to be appreciative of the fact to say, no cre, mean pie, mean didi, mean say, me hosa, say. And you know, once those things are laid out, you know, then the person can accept the facts, you know, and then based on the acceptance of the facts, you know, then we can present to say, oh, and yeah, if it means whatever the stressor is, you know, then we can tackle the stressor. If the person also needs treatments, so that we can direct for treatment.
Pacha wo kan yan Ghana for asem ya mfa say ya ho asem na wo kan na wo kan brofo because one say broni de e bia wo kokasa also really e bia or no be comply like everything will be move all along banya ye kro mu fo ya e fa ho ben e den na kire say if you no kra de na wa be ye the biggest enemy so enti na ja no wa tro ho enti mo be kra na so person de bo na eja ya kan wona ya kan wa hye ntu be den yakobo anipa no and na my second question is you say ade no eba preko pe ana say eba gradually nipa ni ehu na be hu na be yakase agin say ma ya hu hwe ya enye ye na say eba gradually na so bia so hu so na eno no how difficult to do.
Last question, no, whether about precopa and about gradually, it be different. But in most cases, you know, science and no, but we don't pick it up. Until you know, say blow up, and after who say, oh, SMBC, but in pain, you know, na kakaka bishi hono, but we pay attention to it. But to the question of even in the Ghanaian community, you know, Auntie Jane, who's there? No, fine. Next, me know. Actually, me know into me bobo. Maybe it's not bobo because he had no baba could be bobo. But if I said me know
bobo.
Naka. It's ever said me know. Now after the one pie you call bobo one, but of course I get. It's as I could find a woman who tell me no ne bobo into no. Me throw one so one fa. Then if I happen to pass by the house and ask you say, oh, Auntie Jane, we are okay there. Because one pa and a ball, yeah, bobo, oh, ma, you saw Manchester, Arsenal, boy, ye na she and ashe. Oh, but that's here your correct them, oh, ma, Bishop, yeah, you'll be there now. At that point, you know, you might be able, because of the relationship we have, you know, you might be able to open up and be like, oh, Phil, when you be there or them, no, you may be na unya ejiji minti na ama minti mi no but me gusu ye ho adwuma oh Auntie Jane wo papa no ho kakra na se bibi won ma ebetimi aye abo a na yetimi aye abo ba me so enye se wo kwakotie di akodi nkomo it has to be sincere and at that point so no then you try as much as possible and the Auntie Jane dey change na say once we use that approach in most cases it gets the person to open up. But to kono ko say Auntie Jane na say they are no depressed this and one power share them and they forget it on carry.
Yeah, Dr. Phil, if you say you the best here, try 15 minutes and then you said yeah, we did can you know some Dawson pa I possible saying to me and say be where you should, but there are resources. They say no. Wa maye hunu nsem bia ni so kakra ya te no manya memwa ye ne mfanye adwuma ena ye wo adofo kakra nso so ye wo nkrofo wi mu wono so so wo services online a ubetimi atag in ahwe Edmonton for makava amen enti no ya say agoro ye den na de esemkurasefo enti ya pama chawum ye fancy ha I bet my Kayaduna boom, now brace semuno, you meet me, say, and Nanyadon, a young cofa. While you're crying, I'm yard me best I could piano, but not Dallas and free services. You know, Mumia Mohom Payenti, Dr. Phil, yet it was the pass, or many men who quine, more fashion, more blessing, and this weekend, I mean, shall one or one on so now boa. Amansan boa ufie asori fie for ukrom for any the public at general mu hia so munya mental health mapomuden na womutimi de tinyame asem salvation. That's the end goal. Nyame shira bebre ye de wase da bra ye de safan yi ba wie ye no wabusuafo so Mami Juliana ye de wase bebre so do kuna mayen for the weekend. Nyame shira on to kwam ane kwara no on hwem so ye the health no be ye besre asopany kofi adonyako na wo shira so amayen na afa free ho a ye jai na no sia na pastor asum from here ye de mase Nyame shira mo amaba fidie so nyina
Ma answer now Uncle Kofi Bobompa me perceive me so me fa konya is also edamwase. This group has been very good, except it said don't answer more video, but you be funny sir. But this group has been very good. More questions, more interactions, everything has been on point. I like the way I'm more divine, it's very different. It just felt like say what you are them more pepe. In most cases, you know, I said Obi Abeja no preaching, but this was very different. And Nyankopon so enhyamo ene modwumadi ahodo abodi we hope say yare ababese say we no ebetime fi on tem na yapemre ne ababesha mo so dako.
Amen.
Dr. Fogg, yes, that was let me say yen feel line so we have a jinshra if you Nyankopon ho I was say wo say wo mre away you say nyame so ebeshra mo homo so mo mai mo pai. Well, boss, Rony, as I say, in Shankoso County. And then they said the home action so, Papa, I have on it. Now, so what Moya will be beyond what I say, I'm Pauna boy. Into the Arabian, you want to mean, and then there was a sound my tin, some of what I beat me a boy. Yes, she's a sabri. A Brian, you or Hunamu, yes, share passing my ends soon to me, oh, home. Yeah, we did sort of fine air shows, a papa shows a mobile all lies soon, Yansha. Neighbor free lies on a G. Yanko Cassin and Pat, yet free in Yanko. It does one shot in my head, it does what Dr. Phil, or so a shiny bushia and in a supper. On waiting about lines on a junior Coswa account. Obia all in here and moi, and so said, wow. Kaya ho ebrae ye toa ofan so na e dia sabon pa de dia ha ne da juna do e da so bi bie mu wa do nti amen
amen abusafo ye da ye Nyankopon na se ye wo be 20 minutes pe ai de be bom pa ye na otwe a ye be simu a ye ni mu nsem ye no ye de ho ahye otumfo Nyankopon sa se de be ya obeto aso no aboye ho ban ne ye da Dr. Phil ase ewo ensemu a Onyankopon nam ne so na odiama Onyankopon asafo na akra me pese me kan se adofo no nim se ewiase nyina sei ekona wieye nya dia ewiase we bibi papa bia wo so bio including nipa titisu nyina na ya obi bisa question say enka asore kra nka yempe mental health test bi nyo ana ya ileti obi o alo no obi eno ha o ya collect sawo onyame adom hena ina de to ntina hu se obi kofom a na agya wasoro mu if is also wetimi akofom the next day if is Bible no ma echi asase ase a obeye no foforo including nipa ewoso nyina